Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Glow in the Dark Dinosaur. I am your host, Angel Laponte, and with me, as always, is the impeccable schoolgirl. It's been a while, gents and ladies, aliens might be listening to this. Now, I asked you this question yesterday, Squid, and I'll just ask it again, just for the podcast. What is the worst video game you've ever played?
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, or Sorcerer's Stone. Actually, I played both.
So they're both pretty bad then.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about those games?
I haven't played them in fucking years.
Your memory is terrible.
It is very terrible. But when I played it when I was little, I literally had to do like a trial or the tutorial to play the Quidditch games, and I quit because the controls were just bad. They were terrible. So I was like, nope, not playing it anymore. I don't even remember the game before that.
So all you remember was a terrible Quidditch tutorial?
Yeah. And then after that, it's just, I don't even remember the game. I just stopped playing.
Alright. Picture this, right? You're in school, and when I was in, a little backstory for when I was in school, obviously I was like in special education programs, so they had these weird fucking, like, this person would just take me out in the middle of class and just do these weird fucking, like, activities. Like, at one point I was like, I don't know, it was fucking weird. Like, they had me, like, write shit in journals and look at pictures and fucking, there was a point where they made me wear this fucking, like, vest with, like, bean bags in it, because it was supposed to make, the heaviness was supposed to make you concentrate. Except what these idiots didn't realize is, when I'm listening in class and I'm thinking, wow, I'm really listening to this lesson, I'm thinking, wow, this fucking vest is really heavy and I wish I could take it off.
Wow.
So there was this one activity they made me do, and it was a game. It was a football game, and you got yardage and shit by answering football questions. There are two things they forgot to realize. One, this was innate fucking football knowledge that no fifth grader would know. It was like stupid shit like who was the quarterback in the winning football team when this team took the fucking quarterback or took the fucking Super Bowl in 1987 or some shit like that. And two, I fucking don't like football. So even if I did know those questions, I fucking so I was sitting there playing it. I fucking got scraped, obviously, because I hated football. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. And then she's like, you did poorly during this. And she was like scolding me for it, like, bitch, I fucking hate football. That's not the worst game I've ever played, though. That was just a little sampler. Flash forward, I'm in the 11th grade. They had this weird, I think it was like an experimental class where you would just sit at a computer and play these games, and I say that with super quotation marks. And all it was like some weird alien at a DJ spin table, and it would just make these weird noises. It would go make a noise like ah-ya, and then it would make two more noises. It would do the ah-ya again, and then it would do ah-wa. So you had to pick the one that wasn't the original sound. Not only was this game piss poor easy, I honestly don't know what the fuck the point was of these games. I still to this day I don't know what the fuck the science was behind this that they made you play this shit. But imagine sitting in a like a computer lab, big ass headphones on, listening to ya, while a single frame of animation plays on the fucking screen over and over again for hours.
Nap time.
No, it was literal, like, my nose was bleeding at the end of each class.
Jeez, that sounds...
It was fucking audio and visual torture. And they had, like, different games. Like, there was one, it was like a soccer player, and, like, the ball would bounce up and down, and fucking stupid, like, one frame of animation. One time the ball's here, and it's up in the air, and it goes, ya, wah, and you had to hit it. You had to press the button when it went wah. Obviously, I just clicked anywhere. I did terribly at this game on purpose because I just wanted them to be fucking over with.
Wow. Jeez.
So yeah, that was. I don't know if you can classify them as games, but that's what they called them. So that's why I consider those to be the worst fucking games I've ever played.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't a game. That actually reminds me of of I guess a game that I played in elementary school. It was like a typing game, and you went through this this time machine, and it would bring you to each era, and then in order to like pass certain things, you had to type the words, and like it'll give you little history lessons and stuff throughout. It was pretty fun, but I can't even remember the name of it.
That sounds absolutely boring.
It seemed cool to me.
Well,
like you had this old Santa Claus looking guy that's like, yeah, let's go through time and do this, and then like he puts you in the time machine and you go back, say like to like ancient Greece, and then he'd give you like this history lesson, and you had to type words in order to do certain stuff. But I don't know, at the time it looked cool, it seemed cool, and then it's like now that I think about it, I'm like, holy shit, what was I thinking?
There was a Mario teaches typing game. I think I've never actually played it, but from what I hear, it's literally just like playing the Super Mario game, except it's like quick time events. Like you'd see Mario like running, and if he needed to jump, it would be like there would be a key, and you had to press that, and he would jump.
Oh wow! See,
and
that would be something that'd be interesting.
And then like later levels, you'd have to like type out words for him to do stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely something I'd be more interested in rather than going back in time and getting history lessons and learning how to type.
While we're on the subject of Mario and time machines and history lessons, have you ever played Mario's Time Machine?
No, I have not.
It was an educational game starring Mario, where you went back through time and learned about history and shit. I've never played it myself. I just seen like a bunch of shit on the internet, so I thought that was pretty interesting. That you bring up time machines and Mario stuff.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
There was that, and then Mario Was Missing, a game where you play as Luigi and you learn stuff to save him. I don't know why the fuck it is. Every time Luigi gets a game, he's saving Mario.
When usually it's Mario saving somebody else.
Yeah.
Luigi needed to be in the spotlight somehow.
Well, they had a whole year dedicated to Luigi. He had like all those games that were coming out. They had the fucking year of Luigi. Which was interesting, because I always thought that Luigi was the more interesting Mario brother. Because at least he has like a personality. He's a little bitch.
And freaking, instead of Matt Pat ruining it for me, saying that, oh yeah, Mario's a sociopath. Like, oh yeah, thanks. At least
I don't put much faith in what people on YouTube say. I mean, most of it makes sense, but for the most part, well, anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about other YouTubers on this thing that's going on YouTube.
Yeah.
So let's move on to our favorite. Should we talk about the bad one or the good one first?
Let's talk about the bad one first, get it out of the way.
Alright, so me and Squiddy watched, I watched the movie and Squiddy sort of glanced over every now and again. It's called Biker Zombies from Detroit. Now, you're hearing that title and you're immediately just thinking, what the fuck is that? It sounds awful. And you'd be right, but not in the, like, funny kind of way of awful, just awful. It was just terrible. It was
eye gouging.
It was an eyesore. It was, so the plot behind this, I guess you can call it that, is there's this weird, they never explained what the fuck he was, but he was like some weird demon things who was just turning these fucking criminals from Detroit, obviously, into zombies, and they would just go around and kill random people and take heads. So most of this movie doesn't take place in Detroit, first of all. I guess they're just from Detroit, so I guess there's no false advertising there. And the main character, who's just this kid on a dirt bike, meets a girl. You know, boy meets girl, blah blah blah. He's I don't even know how to fucking explain this. Alright, so standard fucking boy moves to new town, hates the new town he's living in, and meets a girl, and gets fucking killed by zombies. But that is pretty much the synopsis of this whole thing. So anyways, this girl character is just this generic girl fucking MacGuffin character who he starts dating and shit. And then there are the fucking two-dimensional bully characters, because every movie needs those. This movie would go on random tangents And what the fuck just happened to my computer? I think it just shut down. It
No.
reset itself.
Wow.
He's like, stop talking about that movie! Wow.
You're laughing.
Oh no, the fucking thing, because we weren't doing anything, so it went on a screensaver. Anyway, that was close. Anyway, I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. There were these random bully characters, and they would just talk about stupid shit. Like, they literally had a whole scene where they were just talking about girls who weren't wearing underwear for some fucking reason. And I'm like, well, it was like a full, like, 5-minute scene. I'm like, yeah, that totally needed to be there. How long is this movie? It can't be too long. It's like...
I think it's an hour and 20 minutes or something.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
it was an hour and 20 minutes of bullshit.
And
So,
it looked like it was a home video put onto a disc and then released in stores.
yeah, this looked like, this was like Cinema Snob levels of bad. And I'm not saying Cinema Snob is bad, obviously. Cinema Snob is great. But fucking, this looks like one of the movies he would fucking release. Or he would review on his fucking channel. I wonder if I should give him, like, some Patreon money to get him to fucking watch this movie.
Shit, that would be funny. He'd be like, what the hell was I thinking?
Well, he's watched worse movies than this.
Oh.
He's watched way worse than this. Like, the movies he spotlights on that show are fucking terrible. Like, Z-grade movie fucking garbage. So, the main character dies, like, not even halfway through the fucking movie. There was this whole plot about them... Cat. There was this whole plot about them needing him for some fucking reason. They don't explain why. They just sort of kill him and he turns into a zombie and gets revenge on all the bullies. One particular death, he shoves a fucking... shoves like a muffler up one of the dude's asses, which is... I was like, well, that was a little obsessive. I started dying during that part, though. Like, just laughing. Because it was so fucking... It was just so bad. The whole movie was just terrible. Best part about this movie, it comes in a box set with 4 other movies I still haven't watched. I got all of these movies from Rite Aid for like $5, so you know you're dealing with fucking absolute quality.
Absolute garbage.
Absolute. You need to watch your mouth. You don't understand what you're talking about. Look at how could you fucking deny such classic as They Must Eat, Evil Offering, Little Red Devil, Lurking Terror, and of course, Biker Zombies from Detroit. Anyway, we'll talk about this good movie that we watched. I've been telling Squid to watch this movie forever. You want to just go ahead and take it away?
Amazing. Awesome. Like, I cried.
The movie is called The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. It's an anime movie, obviously. And it's about a girl who does just that. She, I'm not going to spoil anything, but she literally, like, the plot is she finds a way that she can, like, leap through time and do certain things. And it's your basic time travel story. You know, there are consequences for messing with the past and all that other shit.
Only gets a certain number of leaps, and then, like, it comes down to...
Well, don't spoil anything.
Yeah. But it was amazing. I fucking cried like a big bitch. But it was so good.
Well. So anyway, I guess that's all we're gonna say about this movie. Girl Who Leapt Through Time is a really good movie. You guys should probably watch it.
It really is.
And also, if you have time, go check out Biker Zombies from Detroit.
Don't listen to him. Don't do it.
It's not that bad. I know I just spent like the last 10 minutes shitting on it, but you know it's pretty good. Not bad. So what video games have you been playing lately, if any?
Me?
Yes, you.
Pokemon.
Oh, that's right. You have been playing
Pokemon. Summoner's Wars.
No idea what that is.
It's a mobile game.
Already lost interest. Go on.
No, it isn't all that bad. It's a mobile game that plays like an MMO, and you play as this character that summons monsters, and then you use them to battle. And it's like you get these rooms that power up your characters. And I'm not all that far. I think I'm only like rank 9, but I have a bear who plays as a tank. I have this warrior chick that is like more for power than defense, And then I have this other girl who kind of plays like a paladin, where she distracts the monster and she takes massive hits and stuff. And
So another tank then.
yeah, pretty much. But it's like, but it's like the bear, like I said, the girl and the bear, they're like two different things.
Right.
So the bear doesn't hit all that well, but he's a tank, and then the girl has both defense and attack. So like I said, I'm not all that far. Pokemon, I'm just training for the tournament.
Right. Me too. I've been doing that as well.
And then, like, I started picking back up on Final Fantasy 8.
I don't know why she would want to play that one of all of them, but
Hey, it's not Final Fantasy 13.
I guess. But a piece of shit isn't Final Fantasy 13 either. I'd much rather watch that.
Rather than Final Fantasy 8. I don't know, it's just like, I want to play Final Fantasy. And out of the...
I have 7 and 9 over there.
I don't have either.
I have 7, 9, and 6.
I don't have any of those.
Yes, you do. You have
7,
6.
9, and 6.
You have 6 on the 3DS.
No, I have 3 on this.
They're the same game.
Oh.
6 is 3.
Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. I know I haven't even played that since I bought it. There's a few games I haven't played since I bought it.
But she won't play one of the best Final Fantasy games to ever come out, but she will play Final Fantasy 8, which was mediocre at best.
Hey, it's a Final Fantasy if you ask me.
Well, yeah, Final Fantasy 13 was a Final Fantasy too, and we all know how that turned out.
I didn't even finish it.
That game was terrible. It still baffles me that it had 2 sequels.
And then downloadable content that made her into freaking Cloud. No, I think that was one of the sequels. What was the downloadable content?
I don't fucking know.
remember.
I stopped fucking playing that game like halfway through the first one. And then I just stand in stupefied awe as they fucking made sequels. Like, who the fuck thought this game was good enough to make sequels? Everyone I ever talked to, they said that game was terrible.
Yeah, pretty much. But like you keep saying, you had to give Mr. Williams respect.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that guy fucking... Kudos to him, man. I think he actually liked that game, so I'm not actually going to say anything. I mean, I guess every game has its fan base. I don't know why you'd want to be a fan of that game, but... Anyway, I've been playing Pokemon too, obviously. I've also been playing a lot of Darkest Dungeon, which is by far one of the most stressful games you'll ever play, ever. So, did I ever tell you about Darkest Dungeon?
No, I started watching the freaking gameplay that you put up, but then...
Oh, I'm gonna redo a game or gameplay of that.
Yeah, then my PS4 was like, hey, guess what? Nope, you're not watching.
Because those dungeon raid episodes are really fucking old. Anyway, so Darkest Dungeon is a game where, so the plot is, there's this manor, and this guy writes you a letter and says, the manor's getting fucked up. I need you to come back here pronto and fix and sort this shit out, because I fucked up, found a secret eldritch portal underneath the house and opened that shit on accident.
Wow.
And then he shoots himself. And then the game goes, you're fucking going to go sort this shit out to take your house back. And that's literally, and you and you hire these, there's different classes. There's like the Crusader, which is just the Paladin. There's a Highwayman, which is the Rogue class. There's a Leper, he's like a big tanky dude that does a lot of damage. There's a Jester, he's the Bard.
Oh, that's cool.
There's like a Cleric class. There's a bunch of different classes. And the most noticeable thing about this game is this is a game that you can literally watch a character's mental status break.
Oh shit.
And in the dungeons, there's this thing called the stress meter, and if that stress meter goes all the way up, he'll get an infliction, and it'll be he'll be fearful, or he'll be abusive towards his other party members.
Oh shit.
He'll be masochist. He'll get masochistic, where he'll start cutting himself and doing damage to himself.
Oh damn.
So, and that can just literally just fuck up your whole game if somebody gets that. But there's also a chance that they'll be they'll get a virtue, which is courageous. It's like the other thing, but opposite. It's good.
Oh wow.
So there's courageous, stalwart. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do some video. You should at least try to play it. I think it's pretty good. Like you could sit in the chair and I'll just watch you play it for a little bit. So there's also download content for it, which I've recently bought. It's called The Crimson Court.
The Crimson Court.
I thought it was about vampires, and I guess I was right, but it's really about these mosquito people, which I guess are kind of vampires.
That's weird.
Yeah, they're
mosquito people.
And yeah, there's like I've only done like the first like part of it, because I still haven't beaten that game. Because that get like it's a roguelike. Do you know what that means?
No.
There's permadeath. Your characters die, they're gone.
Wow.
And you have to like train a whole new people. That's why I've never actually beaten the game, because every time I go in like a hard there was a boss I was fighting. His name was the Swine Prince, and he wiped an entire party out. So I had to.
Like he's a pig.
Yeah. There's
really?
Yeah. There's these swine. There's the like in the wells. There's the swine, and they're just these nasty pig dudes.
Wow.
So the whole point of the game is to get to the last dungeon, which is called the Darkest Dungeon, and there's 3 parts to that. So you have to assault it 3 different times, and everything else before that is just getting your dudes ready to fight the Darkest Dungeon.
Wow.
So they're
much like leveling up and.
Yeah, they're each. I got like a few characters at level 6. That's the max level. But once they get high enough, they won't do the lower They won't do the lower quests. They'll be like, "No, nigga, that's just too easy. Send me somewhere else."
Wow.
So you can't just fucking just mash all the fucking like all the shitty dungeons with a group of dudes. You have to keep fucking leveling up other guys. Because if those level 6 dudes die, you have to start fresh with a whole new batch of dudes. And then there are like upgrades you can buy with like heirlooms. There's like paintings, deeds, and like statues and shit. You can trade in for upgrades. They can upgrade weapons. You can send your guys to if their stress is high enough, you can send them to the bar and just drink. And you can't use them for the next quest, but their stress meter will go down.
Oh wow. That does sound fun.
It's stressful not because the game is hard, but there's a lot of micromanagement that has to be going. Like you have to make sure your dudes are equipped well. You have to before every quest you have to buy provisions, which are torches, which is another big game mechanic. If it gets too dark in the dungeon, their fucking stress meter will start going up like crazy. They'll get ambushed a lot.
Oh wow.
So you have to make sure you buy enough torches. You have to buy enough food, because if they starve, they're losing health and they're getting stressed out. And then there's like bleed and blight, which is just poison and like shit that does damage over time.
Yeah.
And then there's quirks. There's like certain perks for when like if characters do something, like in a dungeon, they'll get a quirk. Like one time, my guy I opened up like a what the fuck are those things called? An Iron Maiden. And I guess the guy got trapped in there. So he got a quirk called claustrophobic. So now, and those are permanent.
Oh.
So
wow.
now he gets he gets minus when he's like he gets like a penalty for if he's like in small places or something.
Oh wow, that sucks.
Well, there's also good perks, which just make you do extra damage. If they'll let you do like extra damage, and you can get rid of them at the sanitarium, but it costs money to get rid of them.
Oh wow.
So there are good perks that like there's like I'm trying to think of a good. There's balanced that just makes you not like. There's certain moves, like I'll let you play and then you'll see like and I'll explain how everything goes. But there's moves that'll like push you like mess up your character's order, which is another like you have to make sure your characters are in a position in the party where they can actually do stuff like they have like range moves, up close moves, and the fucking monsters in this game are like terrifying.
No wow.
I put a picture up on Facebook of one of the bosses. It's literally just like this amalgamation of like flesh, teeth, and like eyeballs, and it's like got a disgusting pig face. And every turn it'll like it has 4 different parts, and one of the parts will like change. It's fucking weird, and each part does something different.
Oh wow.
There are a ton of bosses in this game as well. They have the necromancer, the fucking flesh thing I was talking about. There's one of them is just a giant fucking cannon.
Nah.
There's the swine prince. There's the kraken, but I think that's a mod. Which another thing, it has mod support, so there's more classes. Like I have the black mage from Final Fantasy.
Oh, wow.
I got a Moogle.
That's cool.
And they have like different skins. Like they have a bunch of Dark Souls skins that I put in there.
I was like, yeah, so we can do Dark Souls skins.
So yeah, there's also a plague doctor, which is pretty cool. And I guess I never noticed this, but I think the plague doctor's a girl.
Yeah.
Because everyone makes the mods where her like sluttier clothing or like a maskless like plague doctor, and then I was like, what? Why is everyone making the plague doctor? Is she like literally a girl? And then I look at the actual like model, and I think it is actual girl. Like, well, I would have never fucking known that if people were fucking not making all these fucking mods for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I have not beaten this game yet. I haven't even attempted to go to the darkest dungeon yet. I beat a number of the bosses. I did go back and beat the Swine Prince and the Swine King.
Swine Prince and King.
Yeah, there's like each boss has like you have to fight. You pretty much have to fight each boss 3 times. Like there's the apprentice necromancer, then there's the regular necromancer, then I imagine there's like a master necromancer who's like the biggest one. I don't know if you have to do those or not. I think literally the main goal of the entire game is just get a squad of niggas high enough to go to the darkest dungeon.
And then we'll.
And then everything else is just like just a means to do that. Like you need money, you need heirlooms that you can only find in dungeons, and you get the best stuff doing bosses, obviously. Yeah. And there's like a checklist for all the bosses. So maybe you have to do those. I'm not sure. But I've dumped recently I've dumped a bunch of hours just in that. I like listen to other podcasts while playing it. So it's pretty good. While we're on the what the fuck was I gonna say? While we're on the subject of tanks and Pokemon, let me tell you about my nigga Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet is the most dirtiest Pokemon in the entire fucking his job is just to hold your Pokemon hostage and just like I don't know. He's like a punching bag. He doesn't attack, obviously, and all the he has counter and mirror force, just shit that reflects damage. Like I've just been wrecking people with that fucking Wobbuffet. It's ridiculous. He has like a retarded amount of HP too. So that's all I want to say about Wobbuffet. He's really good. I don't care if he's in PU tier. I don't really listen to the tier lists anyway.
It depends on how you use them and if you could build them properly, if you ask me.
I think it's that way with most tier lists. Like some of the fighting game meta tier lists are like I don't listen to fucking tier lists when I play fighting games. I mean, there are like characters where I can see why there would be low tier, but really, who cares? Like unless you're doing that shit for unless you're going to Evo, it shouldn't matter.
I'm not even all that great, but I'm gonna try anyway.
So you've been playing anything else, or just those?
Dokkan Battle. I've been playing Dokkan Battle.
Oh yeah, you guys are really into that fucking game.
Fucking pissing Lewis off because I already have 3 characters that he's been wanting, and he still hasn't been able to get them. I don't know if the events are over for them yet.
Oh.
But there's this Super Saiyan 4. I don't know if it's Gogeta. I want to say it's Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And since I had to restart Dokkan Battle because the first time I played it didn't sync with my Facebook account, I ended up getting that as my first pull. And then the day after I had to restart my account, I got 2 different Shenrons. One's a physical and one's a strength. And I guess both of them are really good, but they're good in like different parties or whatever. But it's making me mad because yeah, cool, I have Shenron and I have freaking Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, But I don't have my nigga Zamasu anymore. Like my first account had Zamasu fused with Goku Black, and then I had Goku Black, the physical one, and then I had Beerus, who has like this awakening that makes it to where he's like, I think it's like his attack multiplies or something. I don't know. I've never really like used him. I just know I had him. And then I had Vegito, like the very first form of Vegito before you awaken him. But I guess it's okay with the ones I have now because I guess it's better than the ones I had. But I don't know.
Cat that tickles. That doesn't tickle.
Stop it.
Let go of my leg.
Stop it. Let go.
Alright. Well, anyway, I've been playing the fucking online Pokemon card game.
I stopped playing because it won't work. Like
it runs perfectly fine on the computer. So if you have like a laptop, I guess you can just run it on that.
Yeah, cute.
We've also been playing just a regular Pokemon card game. Or I have been, anyway.
I've been playing Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I fucking no. I don't do Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh's fucking garbage.
Yeah, getting ready for the freaking Yu-Gi-Oh tournament tomorrow.
That tournament is that little tournament is a load of fucking horse shit. All right, so this tournament, and I'm gonna put this nigga on blast. I'm not gonna say his name, but if he ever hears this, he knows who he is. That's right, I'm talking to you, nigga. Your tournament is a load of fucking bullshit. How are you gonna charge niggas $3 and not make a prize pool? You know he's just keeping that money for himself to buy garbage.
Mhm. And then he's saying that first place prize is gonna be a box set. And
oh, great! More fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Fucking lovely. You know, in most tournaments they hand those shits out for free. But I'm just saying. So we have the Pokemon tournament coming in October, and that tournament actually does have a prize pool. It's like a $5 entry fee, and it's all getting put in like a jar, and then whoever wins just gets the entire jar plus a trophy I fucking ordered online.
And then second and third place prizes are going to be badges from third and fourth gem.
Oh, you're still doing the badges?
Yeah, I'm still going to do the badges. And then if I have the money, I want to do a raffle with 4 different cosplay Pikachus. If I can find the cosplay Pikachu that I want to raffle off.
Probably not.
Yeah, I know. Because I've seen on Facebook that they have cosplay Pikachu Lucario, cosplay Pikachu, I can't remember if it's Mega Charizard X. Is that the blue one with the
yes.
black one with the blue flames?
Yes, that is X.
And then they have another one of the Gyarados cosplay Pikachu, but it's not the blue one, it's the red one.
I was about to say, is it the red Gyarados?
Yeah, it's the red Gyarados.
Shiny Gyarados?
Yes, and then they have a Magikarp one.
Great.
So
they don't have a Nidoking one though. They're always shitting on my man Nidoking.
Like, nigga, give me Nidoking.
I love Nidoking. He's like my top tier favorite Pokemon of all time. I was looking for a plush of Nidoking, and the closest I can come was I found a Nidorino. There isn't a Nidoking plush anywhere, and I was so upset. I scoured the internet for fucking Pokemon plushes, and all I found was Nidorino. They have Bidoof. Who the fuck wants Bidoof?
Like, Bidoof isn't even that good.
They have like every fucking Pokemon you can imagine except Nidoking.
But yeah, Bidoof's not any good. The fucking dude that looks like Donald Trump isn't any good.
Oh,
yes,
Yangoose. Or Yangoose is a ball form, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, I don't even know the goddamn thing's name. That's how he was so serious. Well, he's probably, I say that now, and then somebody magically finds a way to fucking wreck shop with him.
Well, I heard you could do like I think it was either him. Like you could do like there's a certain way you can do like 500 plus damage with him.
No shit.
I don't there's obviously that's like meta bullshit that you have to super train him and do all that other stuff. That's what I heard anyway. I don't know if it's true.
I have no idea. That reminds me, I was watching I think it was like top 10 broken Pokemon combinations or something. Well, that's probably not the title of it, but like they listed a bunch of Pokemon and they did move sets that would end up playing off of themselves. So like there was this Rattata that had I shouldn't bring this up. I can't even remember. It's been so long.
Is it the Fear Rattata?
I think so. And then it's like it has a certain ability, and then it's like a whole constant cycle of things. Like you don't even have to attack with them, but it just constantly. I don't even remember, but it was just so dumb. Like you have a Rattata just sweeping through a team by itself after it's properly set up. I thought it was funny though. It was funny. Just upsets me that I can't remember what the setup was.
Well, fear. I think the E in fear means endeavor. I don't know what the F means. I remember I've heard the term a fear Rattata before. I just don't know what any of it. I know like there's endeavor. Fear.
It's probably like flail, endeavor. No, I don't think it's flail.
You know what? I'm on a computer. I could just look it up. Or maybe I'll just look it up on my phone because my computer acts really stupid. Or this one does anyway.
What you want?
Or we could just use your phone.
True.
Hold on 1 second, ladies and gents. How do I fucking make phone work?
On side button.
Okay,
orange
I found
button.
it. Let's see. Internet. I need the internet. Not
Let me see. Alright, Rob Dyke, you can take and hold on a second.
Rob Dyke. Who the fuck is that?
He's a YouTuber that I
Stop mentioning YouTubers.
Well, I just got a notification for it here.
Alright. F E. Wow, I forgot how to spell fear.
F-E-A-R.
F-E-A-R. Here it is. It's the first thing that comes up. Fear Rattata.
It's me. What are you doing, Mama?
Focus sash endeavor. Hold on. Damn it. So it's focus sash endeavor and quick attack. Oh, annoying rat or fucking evil annoying rodent is what it stands for.
I don't think that was it then. Oh no, it was. There we go. That made me look less, or sound less stupid.
So yeah, Fear Rattata. Apparently people don't like it.
But yeah, there was the Fear Rattata. Actually, no. There's still this one fucking setup I want to try. But the thing is, I think I would have to play doubles in order to do it.
Yeah, we're the tournament we're hosting is singles.
Yeah, which kind of sucks. Cause I really
you made it fucking singles. It was your idea.
Singles. Ow.
That's because we did doubles last year.
Yeah. Which still kind of makes me upset, but it's whatever. I wasn't really in it anyway. I don't even think I should be in the one this year either, because it kind of defeats the purpose of me hosting the tournament and then being in it as well.
Fuck it. I mean, there's money on the line, nigga. There's nothing in the rulebook says you can't be in your own tournament. And technically, you're not hosting it. Whatchamacallit, or Play the Game is hosting it.
Yeah, true.
You just set it up.
Yeah. Ooh, kitty. I love you. Whee. Oh crap, there was something. I can't remember what I was gonna say.
Get off
Arrow mages.
Get off his backpack. He doesn't like you on his backpack.
Shh, what he does was like, no, we'll hurt him.
Till he finds that fucking dust hair all over his bag, and he's like, what the fuck? Anyway, Arrow Mages.
Anyway, Arrow Mages, gaining life points and doing shit.
I fucking hate Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is probably the dumbest fucking game.
I fucking love Arrow Mages. I'm actually happy I have that deck back. Arrow Mages, Crystal Beasts, and Ghost Streaks.
Except she doesn't have the whole deck because she's missing a card.
Yeah, I'm missing Arrow Mage Jasmine, which is the draw engine, well, part of the draw engine of the deck. And then they had a new, I don't know if there's any other support out for it, but they have Arrow Mage Angelica, and then they have a Synchro out for it, which I kind of heard rumors that there's a second Synchro out for it. I don't know though, because I've never seen it or heard about it.
Alright, listen up. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the dumbest fucking game. You could just summon shit with no fucking... I mean, I guess there's like resources, but it's not like Magic the Gathering or fucking Pokemon where you have to manage your resources.
Yeah.
There's like... It's just like throw out all this garbage and play this deck that you saw was really good on the internet and just throw shit out there. There's really like no creativity to this.
Well, not anymore. I actually... Like,
I mean, there was when I was playing it because there wasn't all this fucking EXC fucking synchro garbage.
XYZ, Synchro, fucking...
When I started playing, the coolest thing you could do was Fusion. And the Fusion cards were so hard to fucking find because this was like before eBay was super big.
Yeah. I actually remember... Oh, excuse me. I remember when Heroes was... Like, the Fusions for Heroes was a thing. That shit was funny.
I don't know what you're talking about because that's when I fell out probably.
Elemental Heroes, like Elemental Hero, Bersenatrix, and...
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then that's when the game died.
The game died the minute it came, in my opinion.
I still enjoy
right
it,
after the first season, that shit was like...
Oh, the card game surprisingly still has my interest, but the fucking series, it's like they kind of forced it.
Oh, I was watching fucking Zexal. Oh man, that was the worst fucking show I have ever watched. So, quick little thing about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe in general, like this whole thing about the world resides on a card game, or the fate of the world resides on a card game, is extremely fucking stupid. Alright? So, Zexal, there was this episode where there was this, I think it was an episode in season 2, and there was this girl that I guess liked the main character, and she was one of those crazy bitches who tried to kill him with a fucking rocket launcher.
The fuck?
And then they ended up having a fucking duel on the fucking roof or some shit. She was using like choo-choo trains or some garbage deck. They have a tomato-themed deck.
What the fuck?
And then it was another fucking Zexal episode where he was facing this farmer who had a tomato-themed deck. This other guy had a soccer-themed deck. I'm like,
that was probably UA.
Like, who the fuck? What are all these fucking stupid themed decks? So this lady had using this choo-choo train. Tried to kill him with a fucking rocket launcher. We used this choo-choo train deck, and apparently she went after the wrong guy. This bitch doesn't remember who she had a crush on in middle school.
Wow, that's some shit.
Flash forward a couple episodes, and if anyone's watched this show, you'll know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. So the whole thing about Zexal is the stupid numbered cards, I guess, are a big deal.
Yes, they are.
So there's I think it's like the 7 card. It's like the lucky 7 card. This guy like takes it from a museum. The entire fucking military is after this guy. Go back to that one episode. This bitch tried to murder this kid with a fucking rocket launcher and no one gives a shit. You steal a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card, the entire military is after you. That's when I thought, like, wow, this show is really fucking stupid. Now, I always thought that this show was really stupid, but that is when it cemented it, like, yep, this show is fucking retarded.
Like, damn. Wow. The fuck?
So, the whole thing about that episode is, I guess, he was trying to get the lucky 7 card to his, like, fucking dying nephew or niece who was fucking going through surgery and he wanted to give her the card. It was some fucking sob story bullshit like that. But I was watching, I'm like, God, this is fucking terrible. Oh, and the fucking theme song you might as well just stick needles in your ears right before you fucking listen to it, because that's exactly what's gonna happen. That fucking the opening theme to that fucking show is ear-wrenchingly awful.
I'm happy I stopped watching it.
This show was just bad. I've never watched GX, probably for a good reason, because I didn't watch GX because they were going to school for playing fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! And I thought that was fucking stupid. Actually, I don't know why I watched Zexal. I think I pirated the entire first 3 seasons. I just started because this is when I was living by myself with no internet. So I went to my cousin's house, used his internet to pirate fucking Zexal.
Wow. Well, yeah, actually, that's how I got into the Crystal Beast. I was watching GX, but the effects from the actual card game versus the anime are completely different, obviously.
Well, in the first season, they had garbage destroying the moon, so to destroy your field cards and shit. That garbage like that. I was like, no, the game doesn't work like that at all. This is I don't know. Anyway, go ahead. Continue with your Crystal Beast story.
Wait, that's about it. Just
wow.
I don't know. There was something about when I watching GX and watching Jesse play the Crystal Beast deck, I'm like, okay, that deck looks really cool. And then when it actually came out, I got it, and then I guess the hardest card to get out of the entire deck was Sapphire Pegasus, and somehow when I was looking for the stuff for the deck, I got them pretty easily. On top of that, I got a playset of Ultimate Ancient City Rainbow Ruins, which those still hold value now, and it's kind of upsetting because I can't get them anymore. So, but that deck I've sold at least 6 or 7 times,
wow.
And I've managed to get it back every time, which I find freaking hilarious.
I got lucky with my first Pokemon pull and pulled Primarina. That fucking, I guess it's one of the rarest. It's one of the rarest cards in that in that pack. But it only costs $3 on the internet. So I'm like, well, you're not getting it because that shit's fucking too overpowered. I told you, once you find something that's just as overpowered that I can use, then I'll trade it. That shit is ridiculous.
I really want that Primarina. And then when I got my first box of Pokemon, I pulled a $60 Tapu Lele.
Tapu Lele.
Tapu Lele.
She's adorable. I don't use legendaries though.
Actually, if I'm gonna keep running this freaking water electric Pokemon deck, I'd rather have Tapu. Well, I don't even know what Tapu Fini does, but
Tapu Fini I think is another GX card.
Yeah, that's if she's any good, then I'd run her. But until then, I want that fucking Primarina.
You ain't getting Primarina until I get all 78 of my Nidokings.
Damn.
They don't even have a GX Nidoking either. It's kind of upsets me.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
They have a GX fucking Alolan Muck, which I'll probably run if I get because I want to build a poison deck. Right now I'm just running this I'm running a stupid Rocksteady deck with extra rocks put into it because I just took out all the psychic shit and put more rocks or more fighting types.
Yeah, I actually have to work on my deck because I need to take Wingull out. He's completely and
utterly Wingull is garbage. They didn't even give you what's his face the
evolution
the pelican for him.
Yeah.
It was just Wingull who has nothing but Roost.
And it's it's not even worth it. I'd rather keep Corsola, who freaking.
So Wingull has Roost, which just gets you health back. And that's all he can do.
He doesn't do anything for the team. He's just hey, guess what? I'm gonna keep healing myself because why
Thanks,
not?
Wingull. You're wasting everyone's fucking time.
Yeah, you're not even gonna be able to use anything else. Just Roost.
I'm gonna run a whole deck of Wingulls. That particular Wingull too.
Just Roost, and then it's I mean, it would be cool if it could use Roost for other characters, but no, it just uses
Roost on itself.
Yeah.
Heal the bench.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, he fucking sucks. Garbage. That's more of A freaking troll card than anything.
Fucking Wingull. Nobody likes Wingull anyway.
If you do,
He's one of those, like, his evolved form is like one of those stockpile Pokemon who just use stockpile.
stockpile. I think it's regurgitate.
Stockpile, spit up,
There we go.
spit up, swallow, which, okay. And whatever. Oh, rain dance. No, because he has drizzle. He doesn't need rain dance.
I think then Roost. Again.
Probably. But who the hell would want to run that fucking thing? It's like, if he one electric attack, he's done because he's flying and water type.
Yeah.
So that nigga die. That nigga gonna die.
I think they said it's 4 times damage.
Because if you're weak to one element, it's ×2. But if you're weak to both, like poor Gyarados, you're gonna get double fucked by electricity.
Poor thing.
That's why Pikachu just be sweeping through Gyarados.
Like, fuck.
Pikachu, I think, is like, he's not PU tier, but I think he's NU because no one fucking uses him.
Yeah.
There's like no viability with Pikachu.
Oh shit, that reminds me. I don't know if it's still going, but I have to find it on Facebook. They have a password for an event where you get...
is it the stones? I already got those.
Oh, I gotta get them because I want to use Mega Lopunny. Oh shit, I just told one of my Pokemon for my team.
It doesn't matter. You already know I'm running Nidoking. If I could run an entire team of Nidoking, I would, but I can't. For 2 reasons. 1, that's against the rules, and 2, that'd be extremely stupid.
Yeah.
Like, nah, nigga, I got that fucking ice. I got that whole ice team to fucking destroy your Nidokings.
Yeah, I'm still on this thing where I don't really have a set team. Like, I know I settled with Gorgeist and Mega Lopunny, but then it's like, I don't know what the rest of my team's gonna be.
I don't know. I think I might run Wobbuffet. With Wobbuffet, one of your niggas is dying.
Shit. No, I think I'm gonna do... I don't know, because it's like...
You know what's great about... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But you know what's great about Wobbuffet? There's only one set you can run with him. Because he doesn't learn any other moves.
Yeah.
He has Counter, Mirror Force, Encore, and fucking Destiny Bind.
And then on top of that, he already has, what, Shadow Tag, I think you said?
Yeah, Shadow Tag is his fucking ability.
so
like, you're not only are you dying, you're not escaping dying.
Like, this is your fate.
You're dying.
Like, you're fucking screwed.
You get in the ring with Wobbuffet, you dying.
Like, fuck, I can't get out. Nope.
And he has a shit ton of HP. Right now, my Wobbuffet is like level 40 something, and he has like 270 something HP.
Damn.
It's not as much. He has. Alright, so he's level 46, or she's level 46. And she has 274 HP.
Damn.
It's not as much as fucking Blissey, because Blissey has ridiculous fucking HP. But he has way more special defense than fucking Blissey, or defense than Blissey does. Blissey's defense is 18. It doesn't matter how much HP you have. You get a good fighting move to the face, you dying.
Like, yeah, you ain't living through this shit, nigga.
At least with Wobbuffet, because Wobbuffet, he can like soak up physical attacks and then launch them back at ×2 damage. So if you do like 200 something damage and Wobbuffet just eats that shit, you're fucking getting like 400 plus damage back. Nigga, you dying.
He was taking the shit. He was catching his hands.
You gonna catch those Wobbuffet hands.
Shoot. It all works out. Eventually, I guess. I don't know.
I should just call this Wobbuffet Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. That'd be funny.
I was just gonna call her punching bag, because that's what she looks like. She just looks like a giant fucking punching bag.
Well, she takes it like a freaking punching bag. I don't see why not.
Now I see why that Team Rocket's Wobbuffet was just OP.
It's like, Wobbuffet.
Because they made a big deal about when that Wobbuffet does attack or does actually fight, it's like fucking just destroying niggas.
It's like, I wonder why. You got your shit tapped.
That's because Wobbuffet is like a master of the counter. He has counter and mirror move. Counter and mirror move.
Shit.
I think it's mirror move, right?
I don't know. I don't really.
No, it's mirror coat.
I was gonna say I don't know much about Wobbuffet.
So, mirror coat is just a special attack version of fucking counter. Instead of doing physical moves, it'll do And I have best in HP for his IVs. Or Eevees.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. We can do a Wonder Trade.
I have to Wonder Trade all those why nots that I got trying to get this fucking Wobbuffet.
Shoot. Fucking gotta hear everything talking about something. You didn't even train your Pokemon. Like, yeah, I know. I got most of my teams in fucking Wonder Trade.
I don't know why the fuck she's so lucky with that Wonder Trade shit. I always get shitty fucking, like, Magikarps and Wingles.
Got a fucking...
And Spearows.
Got a female Salandit, shiny, with fucking amazing stats.
Yeah, that won't last long.
Yeah.
Her defense is fucking terrible.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't care.
Her defense is terrible.
I don't care how good your fucking Salandit is, nigga. That defense is awful.
Like, yeah, sure, she has best stats and everything, but it's like...
It doesn't matter. Her base stats are terrible.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah. It's not gonna last that long. Unless I magically outspeed a Pokemon, but even still, it's like...
Yeah, you're not outspeeding Alakazam.
Yeah.
Nothing can outspeed Alakazam except Beedrill.
And I don't run Beedrill.
Beedrill is just the physical attacking version of fucking Alakazam. Except I think Beedrill's better, like Mega Beedrill, because he gets adaptability.
Oh shit.
Which makes all his stab moves do like more damage. So if you get him with like
that times two.
So if you get him with Poison Jab, so it's like the set I've seen for Mega Beedrill is Poison Jab, Fell Stinger, Drill Run, which my Beedrill doesn't have, and what's the other move?
I think you have to breed Drill Run into it. I don't think he actually levels up and learns it.
Yeah, probably. Knowing my luck. Oh well, no matter. I just gave him Protect. So Fell Stinger, like, if you kill him with Fell Stinger, it like, I think it sharply increases his attack.
Oh shit.
So that means he's doing more damage. God forbid you destroy like a Psychic type with that shit. Oh, I gave him U-Turn.
Oh yeah.
Because U-Turn's a good move. It does a lot of damage and you can switch out. And to Wobbuffet, niggas is dying.
Shit. Hit with Poison Jab, U-Turn, Wobbuffet. Yeah, you're screwed. Go ahead, hit me. And you can't change out, and you're poisoned, you're screwed. You are totally screwed. Da 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 da. Actually, that sounds like fun. But I'm not gonna do that.
I still don't know who I'm gonna run either. I'm on the fence about Wobbuffet and fucking Alakazam, because Mega Alakazam is ridiculously fast for no reason.
Exactly. At least then you fucking, if you set them up right, you're sweeping through people. I don't know. I'm like dead set on, well, not dead set on, but I'm debating, because we all know that I have to have some kind of a fairy Pokemon on my team.
It's gonna be Sylveon.
I'm actually stuck between Sylveon and Mimikyu.
Mimikyu's really good.
Exactly.
Mimikyu is strong as fuck for no reason.
Exactly. And then it's like she's the physical attack, and then I have Sylveon who's a takey special attacker.
Yeah, she's only she's only tanky against special attacks though.
Yeah, exactly.
She can't take that Beedrill fucking Poison Jab. She dying.
And then it's like with Mimikyu being a ghost type, she can't really be hit by physical moves. And then if you set her up right, her fucking special attack or her special defense is amazing. So she's a...
You can hit her with physical moves, you just can't hit her with normal and fighting moves.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because she has the sky. She doesn't have, like, levitate or anything.
No,
actually,
that's his only ability, I think, is just disguise.
Yeah. That actually reminds me, I do not want to come across Lewis's fucking Gengar.
That Gengar can get fucked up by my fucking Alakazam.
Nigga got levitate, massive speed, and massive fucking special attack. Like, yeah.
The good thing about Gengar is he also counts as a poison type. So my psychic damage is doing that damage.
Like, yeah, you taking that shit, nigga. Take that out. No.
I remember last tournament I was garbage. This year I'm ready. This year it's happening.
This year I'm actually gonna make sure I pay attention instead of trying to focus on everything else. Shoot. Which reminds me, I have to freaking order the stuff so that we have it. And I gotta find the cosplay Pikachu so I can raffle them off. I definitely want to do 4 of them. Shut up, stomach.
4 of them?
Yeah. 4 different cosplay Pikachus.
They ain't got no Nidoking, so it don't matter.
I think I'm gonna have to order if I do get like the cosplay Lucario or whatever. I think those are only like you can only get them online because the ones at Voltage are the cosplay Gyarados. Oh shit! What were the other ones? Charizard Y.
X. The blue one, right?
Yeah, but I didn't see that one at Voltage. That was the one I saw online. Charizard Y was the one I saw or the one I got at Voltage. And then, I think it was like a, another one I saw was cosplay Pikachu Jigglypuff. It was fucking adorable. Oh my god!
I found him!
Fucking $25.
I know. It would be the fucking most expensive one, too. Fucking garbage.
Ah, that sucks. Oh, they got a Nidoking and a Nidoqueen plush, it looks like. Then they have a Chibi one. That actually looks pretty cute.
Let me see. I didn't see the Chibi one.
Oh, I didn't see it on sale, just in images. They have a Chibi one.
Oh, yeah, it's probably like a fan-made one, it looks like.
Probably. But it's so cute. Still trying to get that Nidoking.
I'm always trying to get Nidoking. I ordered a bunch of Nidoking. I ordered like Nidoking, Nidoran, and Nidorino Pokemon cards on the fucking internet. Because I want to make a Nidoking deck, obviously.
Shoot. Oh, what was I doing? Blah, blah.
Alright, I should stop clicking this pen.
The one that lights up?
Yeah.
I fucking love that pen. I actually stole that pen from my mom.
You fucking thief. No wonder she always calls you. Squeeta, you got my pen?
Nigga,
no.
you ain't getting this shit back.
No. What pen?
That's a pen? Nah, you good. You don't need it.
So I was thinking about making this playmat into like a Darkest Dungeon playmat.
That would be pretty cool.
I have an idea for it, but it's gonna be extremely fucking hard.
I still have a playmat in the back I haven't even drawn on yet. Because, Lewis wanted a Widowmaker playmat, and then he was like, I'm not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore. So
He says as he makes a deck to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why the hell you guys keep kidding yourself. No matter... These guys have tried to quit Yu-Gi-Oh! like 5 different fucking times. Every time there's there's a reason she sold that Crystal Beast deck 5 times. That's because that's how many times she tried to quit this shit.
Shit. And I still managed to get it back. And it makes me so mad because of the fact that I was legit like, okay, I'm not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore. And then my friend Pocho was like, oh, there's this deck that works like Crystal Beast, but it's Synchro Happy. I was like, why the fuck would you tell me that? So he had the stuff, he put the deck together, and he let me play it. And I'm like, I want this deck. So he gave me the extra stuff he had, and then got me a little bit of help to get the rest of the stuff. And I'm literally...
Do you even run that deck?
No, I don't. I'm only missing like 2 cards, but the thing is nobody's trading them and the cards are really expensive, so it's not like I could say, "Oh, I'm going to go online and order them." No. I'm not spending $30 on a fucking synchro card. You're insane. So
yeah, that's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck it, whatever.
I don't spend any more than $1 on any card of any kind.
Exactly. Oh, that's what I went online for.
Unless it was Nidoking. I'll spend fucking $40 on a Nidoking trading card. Probably not, but you get my point.
Exactly. Well, actually, I don't care how much this card is, I'm about to order it.
What, Jasmine?
Yes, I need 2 more.
Yeah, but that shit won't get here by tomorrow.
I know.
Unless you fucking pay $1,000 for that extra delivery shit.
Oh yes, fly it overnight, please. I need that card.
So there's like I don't know if it's FedEx or what's the other one? UPS, but they have a service where it's my friend was telling me. Do you remember Chad, the guy that was at Best Buy?
Yeah.
He was telling me about, because he used to work there. He was telling me about the service where Like literally, you can order it and you can spend like I don't know how it was like $1,000 to get it the next morning.
Wow. What?
Or
Yeah,
it was like some super fucking Expedia fucking like order it and then get it in the next 30 minutes.
Nah.
It was some shit like that. And then he was like, so we were talking about it. I'm like, what do you do when you see that and like in the line and you see that sticker on it, you go, Mother of God, and you're like running over to the fucking. It was just funny. I forgot what he said. He's like, if you see it, you have to go to the nearest manager, tell them that you have it, and then they grab it and then put it somewhere.
Oh damn.
I always imagine it's like Mother of God, and then the whole place just goes on red alert because no one's spending $1,000 to get a package. Fucking, I don't care if they send it to you in the next 5 seconds. If they just warp that shit to you somehow.
They're just like instant transmission. Like it just magically appears. Yeah, I'm definitely not spending $15 on an air fucking Jasmine.
Wow. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? I don't care. 1 minute. I don't care how much it costs. I'm not spending $15 on it.
Yeah, it won't be here till fucking September 1st.
Wow. You'll be done with Yu-Gi-Oh again by then.
Probably. And it's like on top of that, I still have to get this stuff for this tournament. So yeah, no, I'm just gonna suck it up, hope and pray people have Jasmine, and then get it. I hear voices in my head while there are people downstairs, but that's besides the point.
Spiro, that's another one people like to send me on fucking Wonder Trade. It is not like red Spiros, because who the fuck is reading Spiro? Really? Like, Spiro is garbage.
Exactly.
But it's always like these level 13 Spiros that they caught in the wild, and they just send it to people. I think
Spiro, Magikarp, I think it's Young Goose. Yeah, there it goes. Young Goose. Fucking
I thought it was funny how they sent you a Haunter, but it had an Everstone, so it didn't evolve.
That shit pissed me off. I had garbage stats anyways, but still, I'm like, oh cool, I'm gonna be able to put Gengar in my Pokedex because I still don't have a Gengar, and he didn't evolve. I'm like, what the fuck? So I went in there. He had an Everstone on him. Like this asshole.
They did that shit on purpose.
Fucking 10 Everstones later. Fucking, I don't have 10. I have like 4 now. That's
I have a lot of Everstones too.
Yeah.
I think I only have like 3 though.
I have like 4 or 5 Everstones, and that's only because like I've been trying to get a fucking Ice Stone. I think it's an Ice Stone or a Frost Stone or whatever.
Oh yeah, the one that evolves like
Sandslash.
Yeah, it's Ice Stone.
Alolan, Sandslash, and Ninetales. Yeah.
So you fucking Pokemon just been in the mines looking for that fucking Ice Stone.
Yeah, just for me to continuously get Everstone, Nuggets, Pearls, like shit I don't need. I mean, cool, I have Firestones and shit, but still don't have a fucking Ice Stone. I probably do, and then I'm just like not realizing I have it, because also when I've been doing the mind thing and playing it, I've been like half asleep, half awake. So it's like, yeah, I've been procrastinating. Like, I really need to get on my shit so I can train my Pokemon. But I'm like procrastinating at the same time, getting annoyed because I don't want to go through the trouble of trying to get the items I actually do need. Because I'm lazy and, yeah.
I have a really good Infernape.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Joey gives you a compliment on your Infernape, you know you have a good Infernape.
Exactly. Which I still want to use Tepig.
Ugh. I have his evolved form if you want to trade it. You can just breed him.
No, I have a Tepig, but I don't...
Why? Infernape is so much better.
Oh.
I think he is anyway. I don't fucking know.
Oh, but honestly, I prefer Tepig over Infernape. I don't know why. I don't know why. I prefer.
I think all the
Tepig
starters.
over
I think all the starters from that generation were terrible. All 3 of them. Fucking black and white starters are awful. I got I bought black and white too, and I started with the water type, and I didn't even get him to his 3rd form. I just fucking dropped him. I was like, you know what? Get the fuck out of my party.
Wow. Wait, I can't remember if black and white was the one with Oshawott.
Yes, that's Oshawott, Tepig, and yes. I fucking started with Ashwat. Threw that nigga out when he reached his second form because he was bad.
Yeah. Especially, well, in the game. But apparently Samurott does see play in Pokemon. I mean, I could be lying, but apparently he does see play in Pokemon games. Like the tournaments and shit. But, I don't know. Don't really pay attention to it, to be perfectly honest.
I don't know. I'll check his. I am kind of curious on what his tier listing is.
I know he's not Yu, that's for sure.
What the hell is Yu? What?
Uber.
Oh. So that's like the ban list?
Yeah. The small gun ban list. Blah, 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 blah. I can't English.
Let me just see your phone again. I don't know where the fuck mine is.
Losing shit.
It's somewhere around here. I always like fucking just lose my phone for a month and just like don't know where the fuck I put
It's
it.
like, I don't need it, and then he realizes he's on call.
They never fucking call me.
Why the fuck? Okay, first of all, I did not need WordPress open. I needed Google open. Thank you. Which, I have to get a new phone. Oh, there's a... Oh, that's Japan. God damn it. Raw.
Oh, it's a Japanese Jasmine.
Yeah.
To Google.
The cheapest one was $4.50, and that was still a Japanese print.
Gay. You don't have the eBay app?
No.
No, I was wondering why the hell I went to fucking Google and I thought it was in the app. That's why I went to Google and was like, how do you spell samurai? S-A-M. Oh, here it is. It just comes up.
No idea.
Alright.
You were planning on using it now. Actually, I'm using it.
No, like you'll find that with many Pokemon. If you just type in like the beginning of their fucking name, they'll just come up.
Yeah.
Samurai Smugen. Let's see what tier this nigga is.
I'm using Wishy-Washy because why not? I think it would be funny to use Sleep Talk and just use Beat Up.
He's NU. This nigga isn't used at all.
Oh shit, really?
Yes. Which just cements my fucking suspicion that this nigga is garbage.
Just like, shit, my nigga, I just try to give you props and you on the NU tier? Shit.
Well, he's also RU, whatever the fuck that means.
I have no idea.
So his formats are NU and RU. Let's see what the I can just click on RU and see what it is. It's rarely used, I think. That's what that means.
Probably.
So this nigga is either never used or barely used.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nidoking is OU.
Once in a blue moon, you see an Samurott, and when you do, that nigga gets his ass beat.
Probably.
Like Earthquake, fucking Thunderbolt, fucking...
What type is he? What type is he? He's steel?
Water fighting.
Oh, he's water fighting?
I think. Something like that.
I should have looked at it, but I was just wanted to see what his fucking...
Yeah, I think he's like water fighting. Why do I... Yeah.
Makes sense.
I mean, the idea for the typing was cool, just the execution of it was...
Really? He's a fighting type, but fucking the pig is firefighting.
Yeah. Oh, he's pure fighting?
Well, no, the pig is firefighting.
Yeah, I know that, but I was talking about Samurott. I can't even fucking say his name.
Probably not. He still has a water typing.
Yeah.
Because he's a starter.
I don't know if it's just like water or like water or something else. I know Snivy, when she evolves, she stays grass.
Yeah, she's just pure grass.
Yeah. Which is surprising because she's pretty good? Question mark?
She's fast.
Yeah.
And I think she's a good special attacker. I don't know. I've never used her, and I probably never will.
I've never used her either. I go by internet words.
Oh, me, when I train Pokemon, I just pick what Pokemon I want to train, look that nigga up on the internet, and like, alright.
Like, oh, you want to do this?
Because you can see all the base stats, and then you can get, like, suggestions for, like, for sets and shit.
That is why my Wishy-Washy is going to have Rest, Sleep Talk, Beat Up, and Aqua Jet. Because reasons. I don't know. I just think it would be really funny to do that. And then he's like trained in his defenses and then a little bit in attack. On top of that, he has schooling, so which does a massive boost in his defenses as well. So yeah, my Tinky water type Pokemon. Let's just hope I set him up properly. And it's like, I'm not even used to the training thing in Pokepelago, so it's like I'm scared to put him in there for the full time.
Right.
And then he's trained wrong, and then I'm like, fuck, I gotta redo everything all over again.
Yeah, the Pokepelago bullshit is garbage.
Yeah.
I'd much rather do the soccer shit in the last game.
The soccer stuff and the punching bag thing, and then at least then you know you can reset it. Just get the fucking reset bag, reset it, and then do it all over again.
Well, there are those berries in this game. You can feed them if you want to do that, but those berries are extremely hard to find. I think I have a few of them, but they're probably for stats that you probably wouldn't even have them with anyway, like special attack and shit.
Yeah.
You won't stand a chance against my special attacking Machop. Special attacking Machamp. That's impossible, I think. He doesn't learn any special moves.
No, I don't think so.
Most fighting... I think there's like only 2 fucking fighting moves that are actually special. That's Aura Sphere and like the other one.
The only one I know of is Aura Sphere. Which I'm kind of upset that I have 2 Squirtles that know it.
There's the one that's there's the one that's like it has a very low chance of hitting. And it's like a super attack. And it's like it was a TM in the last game, in the last generation.
Oh. I don't know what it is, but it has like a big damage count, but it has a low chance of hitting. Yeah. I have absolutely no idea.
I forget what the fucking name of it is.
That's how you know I don't pay attention. It's terrible. Like, for instance, Luigi's Mansion 2. Have it for DS and still haven't finished it. I don't know what that has to do with Pokemon, but whatever. It's there. It's already said.
Alright, Arm Thrust, Brick Break.
Which kind of makes me upset because I got to stage 2, or we'll say stage 2 act 1 for Luigi's Mansion 2. And my brother was like, hey, sissy, guess what?
I just beat Luigi's Mansion.
He was only here for one night. His ass got to stage 2 fucking act 4 or something like that. He was like, I passed you. Saved it on top of my file. And I'm like, you're a fucking asshole.
Wow. Yeah, that's why I don't let people play my fucking games.
Oh, I was so mad. I'm like, I gotta restart all this all over again. And it's bad enough I have a short.
Focus Blast is the one I'm thinking of.
Focus Blast?
Yeah, it's it's base 120.
It was a TM?
Yeah, and it's it has like a 70% accuracy.
Oh shit. That's cool. I can't believe I've never heard of that. Well, I probably have, and then I'm just like...
You used it on me last year. That's when I was ass at Pokemon, though. And we were just... It wasn't like in the tournament. It was just for fun. For funsies.
Focus Blast?
Yeah.
I need, like, help with memory.
Yeah, your memory is terrible. You're like a fucking old lady.
Shit. A terrible memory, terrible English. Totally the wrong thing.
I can't wait till fucking Dot Hack gets here so I can actually play that fucking game. I'm still fucking salty as fuck about that shit.
Like, how the hell did they send you the first game in this?
So yeah, let me just get. Well, we're at an hour or something, so I'll make this last point and then end it. But fucking. So I bought the Dot Hack Infection. It's the first game in the Dot Hack series, or at least I thought, until I figured out that they sent me fucking Mutation, which is the second game, in the fucking first box. I was so upset because I was sitting there playing. I didn't realize it till I was done playing it. So I was sitting there playing it. I actually made a video, and I'm like, God, why does it feel like I'm missing so much story? And it's like, you're playing a second fucking game.
That was sent in the first game box. Now that nigga got bad reviews.
I shit on that nigga for that.
Shit. Should have paid attention.
It doesn't matter. I would have fucking bought. I was gonna buy the second game anyway. But the fact of the matter is, I wanted to play the first game first.
No, that's right. Actually, that's a game I should play since I haven't played anymore.
Darkest Dungeon.
Well, that too. See, the thing is, I don't really want to start another game. And
Well, you're not actually gonna play it. You're just gonna fucking try it out. But fucking.
It's only on computer.
Yes, it was an indie game that was kickstarted. So there's one of your successful Kickstarter stories because everyone loves that game.
Sounds cool.
Unlike fucking Mighty Number 9 and Ukulele, which were fucking terrible. I hope Bloodstained is good at least.
I want to try to. Well, I think it's only out for Xbox, and I got rid of my Xbox because bills had to be paid. But it's I think it's called like Teacup Head.
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck that is. Oh yeah, I do. I think it's like Metal Slug with like classic cartoon characters.
Yeah, and it looks like
like classic Mickey Mouse or Betty Boop. You know, that fucking cartoon that was disturbing as fuck.
And surprisingly, I enjoyed it. Explains my sense of humor, if any. But anyway.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for this podcast. We'll see you if we ever make another one. This could be the last one. Who knows?
For another fucking 7, 8 months, 9 months.
Yay. We really just rambled on this time.